soul family, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my very first YouTube channel. I want to personally thank you from my heart for being here at this very moment. I do believe, as I am tuning into your beautiful energy, that you came across my video for a special reason. It was not a coincidence. The universe made it happen so that you would come across this channel for a specific reason, and I am so delighted with having you here. Welcome to the Enlightening Blissful Souls family, because that's exactly what we will be here. We will be a family. We are enlightened because I am looking forward to shedding on the divine light that exists all around us, that is available to us. I am looking forward to walking you through and assisting you through your awakening process here on planet Earth. I am also here to make you more aware of who you truly are, of your truest divine being, and to give yourself the spiritual wisdom that I have gained through my process of awakening, and to share those experiences with you to hopefully help you in your process. We are blissful because we are happy, we are content, and we are whole when we awaken our spirituality. When you become aware of the endless possibilities that are here on earth and beyond earth, you become so blissful that the word happy and the words blissful don't even suffice that meaning. It is life-changing, and I want to share these experiences with you because it is one of those things that you experience that are so good that you cannot just keep to yourself, that you want to share on with everyone else. You know, I have been feeling so whole, so complete, so divine, that I wish for everyone, for you to experience this wholeness, this blissfulness, this enlightenment. And that is why I decided to create this channel for you. I know that being here on earth can bring such challenges that truly take a toll on us. There were many times where I did not see the point in life. I did not see why we have to go through such hardships. Why? There are so many hardships that make us want to give up, you know? However, when you learn to look at things from a bigger perspective and as an experience, because we are all here to live and experience everything that you go through, the hardships, the bumps, the rough patches, it's all for a greater reason. And when you learn to look at life and your experiences from this perspective, it makes the biggest difference. You no longer drag those things. You no longer look at it as, why did that happen to me? This is so unfair. You no longer victimize yourself. Something I personally used to do a lot. It was always, why? This is unfair. And now I've learned that my experiences make me who I am. They make me better, they make me wiser, and they make me stronger. And it's not just to say that, it's truly for a purpose. You, my soul friend, are here for such a great purpose. You are special. You are divine. And I mean that with everything in me. And I am here to help you see just how meaningful you are, and to help you maneuver through your life experiences for the greater good. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. So what do I mean by being spiritually awakened? What is to be spiritually awakened? I'm not sure what step you particular maybe in right now in your spiritual awakening process, if you just recently started, if you've been working with it for a little while now, or if you're a little bit more of an expert. However, whatever the case may be, there's always so much to learn. There's always so much more to explore in this topic. I feel that it is never ending, just like the universe. Now, in my personal definition, being spiritually awakened is simply being aware, being awakened and realizing that this experience that you're living here on earth isn't it. It is not the only thing, that there are endless possibilities and so much more to life, okay, from a spiritual perspective. So essentially, we come down to earth, we incarnate in earth as a physical human being in this vessel, in your temple, to live an experience, right? To live life and learn and grow. However, we are divine light. We are endless energy, forever living, eternal energy that come from the source of the divine. You hold in you endless answers, possibilities, willpower, and so much more. It's just, a lot of times I feel that words are not enough. I'm going to share with you what got me to become spiritually awakened. I did have to go through a life-changing experience in order to become spiritually awakened. Some of us become spiritually awakened for several different reasons. Either you went through a traumatic experience, or you, like a hardship, either losing a loved one, losing a job that you always thought, that's where you would always be at, the ending of a long-term marriage, or someone you truly thought was the one for you. So something that really takes a toll on you can spark up and ignite that spiritual awakening, and others just have a click just like that and become aware of their being and life and the divine. However, in my case, I did lose a loved one. I lost my brother about 2 years ago, and of course, like anyone who goes through grief and losing a loved one, I was at actually the darkest time of my life. The grieving process and grieving pain in my personal experience did not compare to anything else I had endured in life. To me, at that time, there was nothing worse than grief and the loss of a loved one. It was the hardest thing that anyone could endure. It is life-changing. It felt so unreal. It felt like a nightmare that I would never wake out of. Eventually, as time went on, I want to say a year after my brother's passing, I became intrigued in connecting with him. Actually, prior to feeling this sense of wanting to connect with him, I strongly felt that he was trying to connect with me, and he was. They always do. They always connect with us. Spirit is always there. And I didn't know exactly what this feeling was. I simply felt a calling, or I simply felt a pull, that he wanted to connect with me. He was sending me signs. Certain songs were coming on. Certain pictures would randomly pop on my phone. His messages would randomly appear on my phone. And so a lot of different things, and also this feeling I kept feeling. And I remember telling a family member, I feel that Ray, who's my brother, wants to connect with me, but I didn't know what that was. I didn't know where that was gonna go. And so after that, I became very intrigued with knowing more and connecting with him more, although I did not know how I was going to connect with him in a deeper level, or how I can respond back, perhaps. I didn't even know what I believed in that moment. I wasn't sure that he was truly okay on the other side, or if there's even another side at that time. So I decided to go to a medium and connect with my brother. I decided to have a mediumship reading, and when I did, it blew my mind. It was just like, and it wasn't just a reading where I had a reading done and I moved on with my life and I heard from him and I'm good. No, I wanted to know more. It really opened up a curiosity in me that I had to keep filling up, that I had to keep fueling. I wanted to know more. And hey, can I connect with him on my own? What if I just want to feel him or talk to him? So after the medium, that same medium offered a workshop that teaches you on how to connect with loved ones, because we all have these beautiful abilities. We can all connect with the divine. We can all connect with loved ones and have gifts such as psychic and intuitive gifts. That little gut feeling that tells you don't do that, or that tells you, hey, this person may not be good. We may not pay attention as often as we should. However, we all have these amazing gifts that if we come in tune with, can be very wonderful and beneficial in our lives. I decided to take the workshop, and again, it just blew my mind. It was truly transformational. That is when I became spiritually awakened, because as I took her workshop, and actually let me back up a little bit. I actually took the workshop prior to getting a reading. I got the mediumship reading afterwards. I took the workshop first because all I could think of was, okay, he's reaching out to me. What does this mean? How do I connect back? But I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Let me tell you guys, it was mind-blowing, and I had no idea what to expect, that this is what I was getting myself into. I thought it was just, I didn't know what to expect. I just wanted to know what those callings were about. And she started having us do meditation, and through meditation connect with spirit guides, connect with loved ones, inviting them in, and I started experiencing things that were just amazing, that were things I never experienced before. For example, I remember the very first time I was meditating, and I was in a Zen type of meditation. I was deep in, and then I started inviting spirit in. I was saying things like, I am surrounded by divine, bright, golden light. I am surrounded by love, highest vibrating energy, and here and now I invite in my loved one. I invite in my brother. I invite in my spirit guide, something along those lines. And I remember, although my eyes were closed, everything started to get brighter and brighter, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? My heart starts racing, and I'm not doing anything. I start getting out of breath. Like, it was almost like if I had just finished running a marathon. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm just sitting here. How is all this happening? And so I started feeling all this energy. And at the same time, it was subtle. It wasn't anything scary at all. However, it is a new experience, so it can feel a bit scary because it's something new and you don't know what's gonna happen. It was a lot going on, and I'm like, okay, like, what is this? Like, I was so excited. I think my excitement was bigger than my fear, and because I was so excited and it was so much going on, like my heart racing, things are getting brighter, I'm feeling energy around me, and like, how can you not keep seeking into that, right? So that is what started me into being spiritually awakened, was my brother, and wanting to connect with him more. But when I say that I had no idea what I was getting myself into by taking that workshop, I mean, like, I had no idea that there is a spirit realm and that we are just here for an experience, that life isn't it. And I've always had a relationship with God. I always have, but it was one of those things that with death, especially when you experience it so close to you, like my brother, we were very close. It was like, is heaven really real though? Is he really okay? And from there, I started to seek more and more. Even after the workshop ended, I took it upon myself to keep practicing. I joined Facebook groups where there are other people like me who are also practicing. I was practicing mediumship, doing free readings for others, so that I can keep practicing this gift, this skill, and also card readings, tarot and oracle cards. These are actually one of my favorites here. I started getting crystals. I was really just delighted. I was amazed. I was so passionate about it. I got a couple crystals. This is actually one of my favorites as well. It's really cute, but that's a whole nother video for that. And I started getting into all of it. It was such a calling for me. It was so natural for me. And I just wanted more, and I wanted more because of the way that it made me feel. Through this process, it's like I started to shed old habits, old behavior, negative thoughts, and I started to heal, and in such an amazing and immense way, in such a transformational way. Think of it like a butterfly, how a butterfly transforms into this beautiful, from a caterpillar to a beautiful flying and free butterfly. And that's exactly how I feel that happened to me. I was in such a negative space, such a negative time of my life. Not only did I lose my brother, but I was also in a very toxic and draining relationship at the time, and friendship. So it was more so as if I lost 3 people at once for me. I did lose my partner at the time and my best friend at the time, not to death. They are still alive, they're still here, the both of them. However, those were very toxic and draining relationships that needed to end, and that did basically end as I became my truest, highest self. And through that process, I have been feeling more joyful and whole and complete than I ever have before in any relationship, in any state of my life. I mean, the fulfillment that I feel in being alone, and not just because I'm alone, not just because I took the time for myself and to heal, because that is extremely important and key. It is essential that you take time for you, to heal you. Get to know the beautiful person that you are. Get to know just how worthy you are of blessings, of goodness, of light, of enlightenment, of blissfulness in your life, because you deserve that and so much more. And that is what I'm here to do, is hopefully show you just how much you are worth. With that being said, I started to shred those type of things in my life and become this beautiful butterfly. And there were relationships that ended for the better because they could no longer come into this new life and person that I was becoming and transitioning into. And with my spiritually awakened, you start to see all these things. You start to see your value more. You start to see the value of life, the simple things. Nature started to speak to me, and I started to listen. I've always enjoyed nature, but it became so much more intense sitting outside, feeling the wind. I just saw a little sparkle of life there, so I know that my angels and spirit guides are here with me now. Another topic we'll get into. However, nature started to talk to me when the wind would brush my hair and brush through my skin, and the trees, and I would watch the wind go through the trees. I could see and hear them speaking to me. I could feel it in myself, and it's just so amazing. I would just love for you to experience this yourself. And also, I'm not making this just so that people have to become super spiritual. You don't have to become super spiritual. Not all of us have the same calling here. Not all of us are going to be doctors. Not all of us are going to be lawyers. We all have a unique and special purpose here. However, I do hope to ignite a little bit of curiosity in you, and to also open up that curiosity to guide you to more. I hope that you are open-minded enough, and that's what I'm looking to achieve, is that you are open-minded enough to the endless possibility, to know that the struggles that you go through in your life do not determine the rest of your life, do not determine you. Okay? As you become more spiritually awakened, you will start noticing so many more synchronicities, so many meaningful things in the songs that randomly pop up, in the numbers that you keep repeatedly seeing on your way to work, or anything. Everything will have meaning, and everything, and you will be so thankful for the smallest things. When you're feeling down, when you're in doubt, when you're going through a process of hardship, you're still going to see the light. You're still going to know that it'll be okay, and you're going to believe that. So it makes the process a lot easier. It doesn't mean that you no longer struggle. You're still in physical form. You will still feel emotions. You will still go through the process. However, it'll be much different. I promise. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt special? Have you ever felt crazy? Some people refer to it as, oh my God, I keep hearing this little voice, and is it just me? Am I crazy? I saw this little thing. Is it just me? Have you ever felt like you're intuitive? Tell me about your experiences. Tell me about the things that you have been feeling before your awakening, or even during your awakening. Because you are not crazy. Because you are intuitive. You are gifted. You are special. And I hope that we can create a space here together where we can connect and share these experiences in a positive, loving way, to uplift one another, again, to enlighten one another in a blissful way, as we are a soul family. And remember, you are meaningful, you are special, you are loved. I'm sorry, okay. I truly feel that I'm speaking to you. I truly can feel your energy as you're watching this video. And I'm not sure if I'm picking up on the experiences that you've gone through, the hardships. And I am an empath, so I can feel things in a much deeper level. However, I just want to let you know that you're loved, and that you're special, and that I am thankful for you. And that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you, and until the next time, bye. Mwah.